Okay, it's time for our first guest, and let's talk about the big Ronald McDonald golf tournament that's happening for Ronald McDonald Houses. And Kristin Rortvedt is here, and she is executive director of the Ronald McDonald House Charities out in New Mexico. Kristin, good to see you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
What a wonderful organization
Thank
you
you.
lead. Can you please share your project with everybody?
Yeah, so at the Ronald McDonald House, our goal is to provide comfort care in a home away from home for families whose children are in medical treatment. So when families from throughout New Mexico have to come to Albuquerque to get medical care for their kiddos, we make sure they've got a place to stay. We've got two programs. We have a house that's 30 guest rooms, so we can provide lodging for 30 families from outside of Albuquerque. And then we also have Ronald McDonald family rooms that are inside the hospital, so it's a space of respite for families.
Yeah, that's a new thing. That I hadn't heard about that.
Yeah.
That's kind of a nice idea.
You know, it's such a great thing because families, we know moms and dads are terrible about taking care of themselves when their kiddos are sick. And so we make sure that we have places where they can go just steps away from their child's hospital bed so they can get a cup of coffee, get a couple of hours of sleep, just get a little respite and relaxation so that they can get away from the beeping and then go back to their bedside and be a better caregiver.
Nice.
How beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice.
So this tournament is a big one.
It's huge, and this is one of our biggest fundraisers of the year. All of the money that's raised at the Swing for the House stays right here in New Mexico and supports New Mexican families. And so it's a fun day. It's coming up on Monday, August 4th. We have two flights, 7:30 a.m. that's already full, and then 1:30 in the afternoon where we've still got some spots available so people can come out and golf, and it's a great day.
Oh yeah, this is like I was saying. It's the best golf tournament in town, no doubt about it.
you.
You'll see everybody there.
Yeah,
it
it's a
really
great
is.
place to come out and just talk with other people because we have business owners and business people that come in from all over the state to support the house. So it's a great place to do some business, bring your clients out, enjoy a fun day out on the golf course.
How many people do you serve with Ronald McDonald House?
So each year at the Ronald McDonald House itself, we have about 3,500 people that come in and out every year. Last year, through our two family rooms, we had more than 10,000 visits to those family rooms every year. So it's thousands of people. And sometimes it's just one quick visit because their child is just there for a quick appointment. And sometimes it's families who stay with us for many months because their child is in the hospital for 6, 8, 9, 10 months.
And the service is available as long as the family needs it, there's a place for them.
Absolutely. Yeah, as long as they have a kiddo in the hospital, and sometimes it might be that it's a preemie baby. It might be that it's somebody who's been in a car accident. It might be a diagnosis of cancer or some other disease. Any childhood illness or injury, we're there for those families.
Inside the house itself, it's just a wonderful atmosphere.
Yeah,
I've been in there a few times, and it's so warm. It's like a big hug when you go in there. It really, don't you feel that?
It is,
Yeah.
and sometimes a hug is the very best medicine of all. So that's, our goal is that moms and dads need to stay close because a lot of times kids, that's just what they need. Doctors and nurses are doing their thing, but kids need their parents around. And we do. We try really hard to make sure that it's a warm, welcoming environment. The family rooms, we'll have to have you come see one of those just so you can see what it's about because it feels very much like you're walking into somebody's home instead of a waiting room at the hospital. So it's all about making sure that there are comfortable, relaxing spaces for these families who are in stress.
And there must be a lot of camaraderie with other parents whose children are in the same, in the same facility.
Absolutely.
To get to talk to and kind of relate with one another.
Well, and a lot of our families are from really far away. They might be from the Four Corners or the southern part of the state. So their whole support network is far away. So they create their own little network in our environment so that they can share what's going on with their kiddo. And you can't understand it unless you've been through it yourself. So they create a really unique bond.
Yeah.
I got to tell you from personal experience, in 1977, I wish this was in place with one of my children. We had to come up here from Roswell for a week at the hospital, and we were on our own.
At a hotel, driving back and forth, sleeping in a chair.
Exactly.
Oh,
so
Larry.
I know this is just a great thing. If you can't play golf or you have a business and you want to
Or you're a
participate?
non-golfer like me.
Yeah. How can people participate in the tournament? Can you
There's-
donate and things like that?
Of course, there's a lot of different ways. We still have a number of sponsorships available if people want to have their logo out on a hole so that all of the players see it. You can be a whole sponsor. There's a couple of those kinds of sponsorships. We also have a silent auction. So if people want to donate a raffle item or a silent auction item for that, we'd love to have them. We're also looking for volunteers. We have about 100 people that come out and volunteer on the day of
Takes
the
a lot of-
tournament
yeah.
to make sure they're running all kinds of contest holes.
Sure.
We've got hole-in-one contests, and
Yeah.
Ronald will take a tee shot for you if you want. So we've got volunteers that help with all of those kinds of things. So if people want to come out just for the day and help for a couple of hours, we're always open to that. They can go online to our website at rmhc-nm.org, and all of the information about the tournament is there. Give us a call at 842-8960, and we can get you hooked up either volunteering or tournament, play, whatever it works for you.
Can people volunteer at the house itself?
Yes, we absolutely rely on volunteers. We only have 8 full-time staff, but we're a 24/7 facility.
Sure.
So we actually last year had more than 18,000 hours of service that were donated to us. So we have people who do everything from answer phones, help us clean the house. We have people who come and cook dinner for the families
Yeah,
every
that's
night
a
of the
great thing to
year.
do.
It's so much fun. It's come for a couple of hours, cook with your friends or family or coworkers,
Yeah.
and you're doing an amazing thing for our family. So there's a lot of different ways that people can help us if they choose.
Where is the house located?
We're right by UNM Hospital, so we're actually on UNM Golf Course. So for those golfers that are watching, there's a little 9-hole right there, and we're
Yeah,
right across from
right
the
there
first
north.
fairway, north course. So we're very close to UNM Hospital, which is great and convenient for the families, so that they can get back and forth to the hospitals really easily.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, well, put up that graphic again, Director Dan. Here's the Swing for the House tournament info, Tanawan. Morning's filled out, but afternoon is available. $125 to go out there and support the cause.
Yeah.
Pretty good deal.
And like I said, all of the money that's raised at this tournament stays right here in New Mexico and helps thousands of families who are really in crisis and need a little compassion and caring. So anybody that wants to come out and help for the day, we'd love to have them.
Beautiful, beautiful.
So exciting. So Kristin, where does your passion come from? I mean, you could have gone down many roads professionally. How did you end up at Ronald McDonald?
It's such a fascinating thing. I was actually working in the corporate world, doing some employee volunteer work, and my previous coworkers and I decided we wanted to give back and went and cooked dinner at the Ronald McDonald House.
Oh.
And I was there for 2 hours, and in that space, you fall in love with this place. And we had a dad come up to us while we were cooking, and it was his first night at the Ronald McDonald House, and for the past week he'd been sleeping in his car so that his daughter could get treatment at UNM Hospital. And he was so grateful for the service that we were providing, and he couldn't even begin to articulate how grateful and appreciative he was. And it was just that conversation with his dad that made me feel like this is amazing, because just by coming and cooking dinner, I've made his day better, and it was so much fun. And now every day I get to see these families and interact with them, and I get to the office in the morning and get my cup of coffee, my morning brew, and the families are sitting there talking and having their breakfast, and we get to interact with the families every day, and it's really just very rewarding work. It's good stuff.
They're lucky
Yeah.
to have you, Kristin.
Oh, thank you. And anytime you guys want to come by the house and see it, we'd love to show you around. I know Larry's been there, but come by.
Well,
Yeah,
we
it's been
make
a
a
while.
really mean lasagna.
Fantastic.
There
we
you
love
go.
it.
There you go.
That would be great.
Okay.
Come on
Kristin,
over anytime.
Thank you for being on the show.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Kristin Rortvedt, who is with the Ronald McDonald House Charities of New Mexico. She's the executive director. The tournament is Monday, August 4th, Tonawanda Country Club. Afternoon spots still available. It's the best golf tournament in town. Thank you, Kristin.
Thank you.
Thank you so
All right,
much.
Morning Brew continues in just a moment. We'll be right back.